Welcome to Renovation Inspiration, sponsored by Lamps Plus. I'm Lori Dennis, and today we will be checking out the progress on the Green Monster. We just bought this Green Monster.
3,600 square foot, 5-bedroom home. We're gonna turn into a 3-unit rental.
We had the biggest, baddest, ugliest, tallest house on the block.
It has wall-to-wall carpeting. Wah, wah.
Somebody dropped their towel on the tub? Seriously?
The studio space is about 40 by 30 and it's its own rental unit in back of the main house.
And it's probably going to be the most challenging part of our renovation because we need to add a bathroom and a kitchen to an area that has no plumbing.
We have an exterior wall, concrete slab, everything that will challenge your plumbing, your electrical. It's all gonna be a challenge.
So in the real world of renovation, it's not always happy, joy, joy. The studio is so delayed,
and we kept discovering things that we needed to fix, and we kept losing our crew.
Our plan is we're going to do the bathroom and the kitchen here because they have water sources and drainage, and we'll back them up to that first floor powder room.
So the biggest tip that I have for you in home renovation when you have to include electrical and plumbing like we did in this space is if you have 2 rooms, have them share one wall of electrical and plumbing. It'll save you a lot of time and a lot of money.
We'll make a little bedroom area here, and our living area will be here. So stay tuned for the craziness that is about to ensue when we open things up and find out what's there. We're gonna jackhammer these bricks right out of here.
Originally, the studio was connected to the main house by an opening, so the first thing we decided to do was close up the wall and make 2 very separate spaces. We ripped off the wood planking from the walls, and when we did that, we discovered 2 windows that were letting so much light flood into the space. This room really had a lot going on with the massive fireplace, the river rocks, the wood with the cattle branding, and this really massive amount of red brick surrounding the fireplace.
What we're gonna do here is paint the bricks white. We're gonna keep the river rock.
So there's a tip for you. If you have a lot of things that don't really seem to relate to each other, call it global and start picking accessories from all over the world, and you will be surprised how it all ties in together. After we closed up the wall, we needed to start to rip up the concrete so that we could lay down plumbing.
Pedro came in the first day, broke down all the concrete, showed good spirit, and then left. They took all this dirt out to make room for the plumbing, and the plumber is sick.
So it was really super frustrating because I just kept seeing piles of rubble every time I would show up at the job site, and it didn't seem like it was ever progressing.
And it's a big problem because all of the contents for the studio are being stored in the 4-car garage, and I have people moving into the front unit in 4 days, and they need to put all of their things into the garage.
I had a whipping conversation with him this afternoon. I got Pedro promising me today that they're gonna be able to finish this bathroom, all the electrical and the drywall by the end of next week so we can move everything from the garage into here because this is where it goes. I'm already lining up backup trades in case he can't do the whole thing. I'm gonna have the drywall already lined up to happen with or with his help.
Finally, they got the plumbing done, they got the electrical done, and they started to close up the drywall, and then we got into the bathroom. So this little small space was just such a pain in the rear because it just went on and on and on.
Plan ahead and have layers and layers of backups.
I have a confession and a little secret. I'm always afraid of how rooms are going to turn out. And of course, I can't say that to my customers, but I really do understand how they feel. And this room was no exception. I was terrified because it's a big space. It has a lot of white walls and ceiling. We are so excited because these bad boys are going in today. Finally, we're gonna see some transformation happening in the studio.
The entire mood for this space was set by this cool Moroccan tile. It has a real global vibe to it. I think I'm going to repeat it in my drapery, maybe in some of the bedside lighting, and the pillows. The bed's gonna be a blue.
Here we are in our completed global studio, and even though it's only one room, we carved out individual spaces to have the effect of multiple rooms. So over here is our bedroom, and we did a high upholstered bed with some pendant lightings hanging down for some drama. Next to the bedroom, we walk into the full kitchen. We installed cabinetry, washer dryer, full stove. Also in the kitchen, we installed some recessed cans and a ceiling fan. And this right here is our lovely little dining room for two. Now we'll move into our living room space, which is so cozy. And one of the things I was very concerned about in a vacation rental was having a wood burning fireplace. So we put a TV in front of the fireplace. Now we'll scoot over into our dressing area. We have a wardrobe that opens for hanging storage, and that was something that we didn't want to build a closet, so we just bought a closet, and it has mirrors on it, so it doubles the space. And last but not least is our beautiful bathroom. We ripped out the floor and the rubble and everything, and we installed this beautiful tile, a hand shower, the toilet, and this gorgeous freestanding sink, a mirror and a pendant to reflect light back. And I'm just so thrilled with the way that this space looks. It was a pile of mess for a long time, but if you look around and you see this space now, you would really want to be in it. It's so warm, welcoming, and inviting, and we definitely killed it with our global inspiration style. Thank you for watching this episode of Renovation Inspiration brought to you by Lamps Plus. Please stay tuned for more episodes, like, and subscribe.